Happy Sunday. This is your style appetizer for the week. Yes, it's Sunday. Sunday, fun day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. It doesn't matter what day it is. Because every day is an opportunity to be in the presence of love. Do you think about that when you wake up in the morning? The contrast to that is, sometimes we say, oh God, this is such a bad day, or contrast shows up when there's a lack of love. As the ringer goes off, lack of love. It's so funny that my ringer just went off, meaning that there was a reminder. I have all these reminders set on my phone. Drink water, get the bread out of the fridge, do this, do that. We don't set reminders for ourselves, internally or externally, to just come from a place of love. Wow, isn't that interesting? Why do you think that is? And that's like a real question that I have for you. And I wish you were here in the room with me, smelling the beautiful candles and the flowers and smelling the bread that's baking in the oven. I think it's because the expectation of humanity, the thing that we want to be or would love to be, humanistic, a mensch, are you being a mensch, as they say in Yiddish, is that we are love. And yet we look around the world, and if we're really honest and truthful with one another, our love is being armored by anger and frustration and resentment and so many things that are not working out in the world. And then we get sad, and then we have fights, and then we have disagreements, and we don't talk about them. And all we want is just to be held. All we want is just to be looked into our eyes and look into the other person's eyes, whether it's your lover or your child or your mother, or all we want is just to have connection, to be gotten. And the truth is, right now, that's a hard thing. Because the world, when I look around the world, when I turn on the television, which I don't have in a hotel room, or when I listen to what people are saying, the cream that should be rising to the top is, or I say should be, the cream that I would love for it to be at the top is love. Yet, when people get together, they choose to talk woundology. And woundology means, oh, I had such a hard day and life is so bad and this is so difficult and that person's such an asshole and blah, blah, blah. What if you chose to not be a Pollyanna? Again, I know people think that when I say these things, that a lot of it has to do with, oh, Liana doesn't want to look at the horrible side. No, always look at the bright side of life. Do 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 do. Always look at the bright side of life. That come from, meaning seek your sister's greatness rather than her guilt, is a come from that chooses to pull us up to a different level of connection and a different level of vision, and putting the glasses on to see the things that are great rather than the guilt in another. And the first and most important person that you want to do that with is you. So when you're having a bad day and shift is not hitting the fan, but shit is hitting the fan, can you go find your own greatness just for a minute, even if it's just for 5 seconds? Remind yourself of the love that you are. Please remind yourself for all of our sakes. Because when we can't find it on the outside, the only place to go to is the inside. Can you seek your own greatness? Lay more fertility into that greatness on that ground that you stand on. Because you stand on the shoulders of giants And we all forget that. Even if it was just one teacher who loved you and saw your magic and kept nurturing that. Now you become your own mentor so that you can show up for others as the beautiful pebble in their lake. And know that I'm always here for you, that I love you with all my heart, and I can't wait to wrap my arms around you, give you a huge hug, and keep co-creating more magic in the world, because we all learn from the love we have for one another. Now, go play in your closet. Make sure that you tell me which corner of the universe you're lighting up today, and have an amazing weekend. Mwah! Bye.